Today we are talking pets with Brett the vet. Brett joins us as a mysterious dog illness continues to spread across the country. Symptoms of the mysterious illness are very similar to kennel cough or even pneumonia, but this sickness doesn't respond to antibiotics. Researchers also think some dogs may be getting more sick because they have two illnesses at once. We've asked state officials for the latest number of confirmed cases in Arizona, but we are still waiting to hear back from them. In the meantime, Dr. Brett Cordes, better known as Brett the vet from Arizona Animal Hospital, he's joining me now with the latest. Okay, so give us an update. Where are we at with this mysterious dog illness?
Sure thing, Tram. Stage yellow, still no reason to hit the alarm bells.
Okay.
I think, if anything, we're possibly able to downgrade it and say it really is a kennel cough without a new infectious organism as the cause.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing from those same experts, state veterinarians, that Dr. David Needle we mentioned, who's kind of at the front end of this disease. So I don't think it's getting worse, and you're right, they can't confirm deaths because they can't confirm any organism. I think what we're seeing here is just good old-fashioned kennel cough with the usual culprits. Some dogs are getting sicker than others, and we don't know if that's for other reasons.
Right, maybe age or, a weaker immune system, something like that. Okay, I keep hearing, keep your dogs vaccinated. They need to be up to date, but they can still get this illness even if they are vaccinated.
That's
so
right.
What to do?
So it's important to understand the vaccination. It protects against two key diseases out of a dozen that we're seeing. Those two, if you eliminate the risks from those two, this kennel cough complex, we call it, of multiple different infections, you can reduce your risk by eliminating those two and decrease your overall burden of respiratory disease. So what's happened is, with COVID and people not traveling, dogs sheltering in place, we stopped vaccinating in large part.
Yeah.
We're all getting back on track. We're all getting together, and we're seeing this isn't new. We've seen a huge amount of respiratory disease or kennel cough complexes, but it's a disease historically of high morbidity, meaning they get sick, low mortality, nobody dies.
Okay.
So that's good news, and I think as time goes on, we're going to see that this is not going to escalate into something really severe.
Let's hope. Yes.
Keep our eye on it, though.
Okay. I want to talk about traveling with the pets. It's the holidays. People are going all over the place, especially with this illness going on. What should people be mindful of?
Well, airplane travel, car travel. Not all dogs like to travel, so if you know your dog, keep them at home. They'll be happier.
Right.
If you do travel by car, if your dog's crate trained, bring your crate and things that are very familiar to your pet.
Yep, the toys, the blankets, whatever.
So wherever they go, they have that familiarity, and the crate is a nice refuge from all the chaos of the holidays.
Right.
I oftentimes prescribe certain medications for travel because in a new environment, these dogs and cats might get upset tummies, vomiting, etc. And just be mindful of all the chaos of the holidays. It's a lot for the pets. If you're traveling by airplane, rules change, so make sure you don't need what's called a health certificate and proof of rabies. You don't want to show up at the airport and get rejected at the airport. That would
be
really
terrible.
be a bummer.
Yeah, no kidding. So check with the airline, make sure. And real quick, how do you know if your dog or pet should get medicated when traveling?
Yeah. I usually say no medication until proven otherwise. If your dog is having a terrible time, and you don't want to test this out the first time you're on an airplane, it can be a disaster for you, your pet, and everybody on the plane.
Right.
Seen that before. So if you are going to travel, try some of our best guesses in terms of medication and do a little trial run at home where you give it to them during the week while we're open in case you have a reaction that's undesirable. Do a short trip, make sure your pet, make sure you have good experience before you just throw a pill and get on a plane.
Oh, great advice.